Bruce, this is crazy.
There's no other way. It's time for me to protect Gotham.
In 4 weeks, Gotham returns for the final 2 episodes.
Fire on my command.
The final season of Gotham continues April 18th on Fox.
What is up, Gothamites? Welcome to a trailer breakdown for Gotham Season 5, Episode 11. Now, as I said in my review, this won't be coming till April 16th, I believe, 4 weeks time-ish. And some of you are pretty annoyed about that. I get it, but this isn't the only show that is suffering from the March Madness. Yeah, it is a bit annoying, but don't worry, you'll still find Gotham videos here, hopefully once a week, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So leave your suggestions down in the comments below if you want to see anything over the break that I can do on this channel. But either way, that trailer you just saw at the beginning of the video, it didn't show a massive bunch, and there is no synopsis either, no promo photos, but we'll go over it anyway in terms of what we do see. But before we get into that specifically, subscribe if you're brand new to this channel for more Gotham videos and other nerdy comic booky kind of videos on this channel. Check some of my other ones out, and of course like this video if you do go on to enjoy it, as it really does show your support for the channel, and I just really appreciate it. So everyone, this really is like the last episode before the time jump. In this episode, Bane's going to be defeated, I assume. It's at Al Ghul. I wonder what the heck's going to happen there, and I have a few things to say about that from what we see in this trailer. I assume Bruce is going to leave by the end of this episode. They've been foreshadowing that quite a bit, plus 10-year time jump and all of that. You know, I guess he's going to go off and learn the ways of Batman-ness across those 10 years. In the meantime, in the 10 years, I guess Wayne Manor would have been rebuilt. Teased by Alfred in the latest episode. Selina would have gone on to be, well, Selina, but without Bruce, so I guess you would feel a bit, or like show Bruce maybe a bit of a cold shoulder in the time jump, and she's going to be mad at Bruce for leaving. I definitely think that's going to be the case. She didn't agree with him in the Ivy episode, if you remember, about him leaving. And I think, yeah, we're going to have this whole moment in this final episode with those two. Not this final episode, sorry, episode 11, the penultimate episode, with... I just wonder how that's going to end. Is she going to accept it? Or is she going to be like, screw you, Bruce, and then walk away and then not see him again for another decade? I know I'm kind of going off topic, well, kind of, not really, but I'm just thinking of all the setups, because in this episode, we're going to have all the conclusions to No Man's Land and all the setups for the future storyline that's going to be episode 12. Now, at the very beginning of the trailer, we see Selina saying, now this is crazy, and there are a bunch of gadgets on the table. I can't make every single one out. It's almost hard. I think that's a grapple hook there at the top. I don't know what's exactly in that freaking briefcase. It's like almost a place to put your hand or something. I don't even know. It's hard to figure out exactly what they are. But Batman-y gadgets, but like kind of like vintage Batman gadgets, because, you know, this is Lucius Fox 10 years before Batman making these for Bruce. Also, we see like the grapple hook gun as well, and anything else, I'm just, you know, putting it down to gadgets. But the interesting thing that Bruce says is that it's the only way. Now, I'm wondering if what he's talking about here, we don't see like the body armor that he's putting on that we see later in this episode trailer. But I'm wondering if what he's saying and what Selina was saying and how this is crazy and it's the only way, I'm really intrigued if like Bruce is going to have something to do with that building blowing up. I can't make out exactly what building that is. I don't think it's Wayne Tower. It's really dark in the sky there, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can correct me down in the comments below. But either way, a building blows up. But I'm assuming it's from the bad guys. Maybe it's a consequence of the government as well, because at the end of the last episode, they came with their choppers blowing the crap out of stuff. So maybe it's a continuation of that. We're gonna have to ultimately wait and see. But you know, here we see Bruce, Jim, Penguin, Riddler, Harvey, you know, GCPD members, Selina, they're all essentially going up against Bane. Now, a lot of people, I think it was in the Bane trailer, Iron Bane trailer, saying, Boba, did you miss Penguin, you know, when he was laying in Riddler's lap, his eye, and that's how he got his eye injury. Now, we have spoke about this a ton before, which is why I glossed over that in the trailer. But yeah, this is how Penguin gets his eye injury. I believe that is when he's on top of the massive wall where Bane fires the RPG against. But either way, this side shot here of them all lined up, and I remember when they were filming this and there were behind the scenes pictures of this very moment, we literally have as we just mentioned, GCPD, Jim, all the allies, basically what they showed at the very beginning of the season. Do you remember we saw the end of No Man's Land and we had to like build up to it, and now we're finally here, which is just crazy to say. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess, watching the show. But either way, yeah, you can see Penguin here with the eye injury. So this is after, obviously, that whole battle against the wall has happened. Plus, that happened during the day, so it seems. And this is around probably that day at nighttime. But speaking of that wall scene, here we see it right here. We see a load of the GCPD going off against Bane. We see Bane essentially saying, on my command, and like a load of the military guys, just basically one massive siege into Gotham. And we know that Bane will get through. He fires an RPG. Like if you watch this trailer next to the Iron Bane trailer, you will see a lot more of this final episode. I keep saying final episode. It's not the final episode, but you know what I mean. It's not the time jump. It's the final episode for present day. Now, the one thing I mentioned earlier on with Nyssa that I said I was going to get to later in this video is we see Jim versus Nyssa in Penguin City Hall officey place. Now, it looks badass. I love that little jump kick that Nyssa Al Ghul does, but I'm telling you now, if they make Jim Gordon just freaking, I know he's badass, and this show is originally kind of centered around him, beat Nyssa Al Ghul, somebody who is trained in the League of Shadows, the Demon's daughter. I'm telling you now, if he beats her, I will riot. Like, it shouldn't happen. If they do it some other flimsy way where somebody else catches her off guard, that would kind of make more sense. But do not have Jim Gordon beat a League of Shadows trained member, one of the daughters of the demon, in hand-to-hand combat. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it, Gotham. Please, please, please. But we're gonna have to wait to see my reaction to whatever happens in the review, I guess. Not sure exactly how things get up to this moment. I guess, as I said, like Bane breaches the wall, and then I guess they're just trying to get to Bruce and, you know, just really destroy Gotham, and it somehow, you know, results up being in Penguin's office. Now, this moment here where Bane says, "Fire on my command," and we see a load of the military guys standing behind him, and we see Jim's like head in the forefront in a way, but it's all blurry. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where we have literally all the people of Gotham like coming in, standing off against Bane, and then Bane's got his military guys there. Back then, I was speculating. I feel like it's going to be like Gotham coming together. I think even citizens get involved in everything, and it's more like everyone's standing up to the big bully, or like, I think that's how Alfred put it, like you little bully or something, when he was getting beaten the crap out of. And I was thinking that might be a bit lame if Bane's just like, oh, okay, then I'll just walk away. I think it's cool how everyone's uniting together, to stop Bane in a way, but what's going to happen? Are they just going to have all their guns on him? He's just going to surrender? I'm sure it won't go down that way, but it does end up in a moment like that. But we're going to have to wait and see exactly how that kind of, concludes. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Here we see even more of like the rallying of everyone trooping together. I'm sure this is before the wall, this very scene here, because you see Oswald with his glasses on and he doesn't have the eye injury. So this is probably when they're marching to the wall. Here we actually see, this is what I mean, trailers shows different scenes from different orders in the episode all the time. We see Bane fire the RPG. I wonder if that is Bird standing right next to him there, his right-hand man. And that is when we see the building blow up right at the end. That is very interesting as to why that happens. That is pretty mad as well, and I wonder if they're going to have that rebuilt in the time jump. But this bit at the end is probably the most interesting part of the trailer, and that is when we see Bruce and Selina for a brief second with a load of bats coming out, just like in Batman Begins. When he freaking presses the button and they all like get summoned. And it looks like they're coming from the subway. Yeah, I think that is the subway. And then Bruce is just watching them fly over. And then the bat in the moonlight shot, that is brilliant. Now, as cool as this does look, what the hell? Like, it's so random. Why is this happening? Like, why? It's just so random. I really hope they give a good reason behind it. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying, if this is meant to be Bruce's bat moment, where the moment where he symbolizes that on his chest and his persona for the rest of his life, and they just come from a subway for no apparent reason in this trailer, but obviously we haven't seen the episode yet. It's like, even if we do get a reason, why? If it's just going to be something like, if it's like, Batman Begins and Lucius gives him like this freaking thing. It's like, press this and this will distract Bane when we're all standing up against him. This is totally speculation, by the way, but even obviously if it's not this, which it probably isn't, it still won't make sense if it's any other reason. Like, why would you symbolize yourself after some cool gadget that Lucius gives you? Or, even if it's not Lucius's gadget, which summons a load of bats, and Bruce is like, oh, that's pretty cool, I want to use that as a symbol one day. Even if it's not that, and it's just a load of random bats flying out of the subway. That is just kind of too random, and they could have done something a lot more significant with Bruce's bat moment across the history of Gotham. But, you know, as I said, I can't really talk shit because I don't know exactly what is going on here. I just hope that they do make this bat moment a defining moment for Bruce. But if it is defining, especially if you make it defining, please make the reason for the defining moment a good one. Because, you know, I rather Bruce have an accident or something that genuinely scares him about bats rather than them just randomly come in. I know this has been a bit of a tangent, but it's such an important thing in Gotham. But, you know, I can't lie, the shot's pretty awesome. But, you know, I think that is it for the trailer, guys. There's nothing more, unfortunately. Don't worry, if there are any more news updates with Gotham, I will keep you guys in the loop. But that is literally all there is to the trailer. There is no synopsis, no promo photos. But there is 2 more trailers coming out. So there's going to be 2 more hype trailers, just like the Iron Bane one, just like the Chemical Green Band trailer for Jeremiah, like the White Band trailers they've done before. Essentially, one's going to be for the ending episode, this one. So yet again, guys, you know, I just want to put a disclaimer, this is no hate against like Fox or anything like that, or, you know, the guys who make this trailer, or the guy who makes this trailer. It's just, there's going to be a cinematic trailer just surrounded by this episode. And that will be in the next couple of weeks, I'm sure. Well, it's like a month away to the episode, so it's going to be sometime before then. I'm guessing maybe the week before, maybe a couple of weeks before at the very tops. But then there's also going to be a trailer for the 10-year time jump, which also makes me concerned, just because, please, are you going to give away? I don't think they will give everything away for the time jump one, but it's just they do an amazing job of hyping these trailers, these episodes up for these trailers. But the end result is that almost a bad reception for the episode, because you've given the most of the episode away in such an awesome, cool, hypey trailer, and it's just like, what's, you know, weigh it up, is that good or a bad thing? But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it really does help out the channel, and I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're brand new, why not? Check out some of my other videos. I'm sure I cover another show that you maybe watch, or just some nerdy kind of stuff. Check out my links in the description below if you want to get some Boba merch, like a Boba Fuel mug, a Boba t-shirt, hoodie, or whatever. Links to my Teespring store in the description, or just below this video. Actually, you can see some of the products there. My Twitter and my Instagram is there as always. Definitely recommend Twitter, and of course my Discord server. Join that, say hi to me. It's where you can talk to me directly. But that is everything, so I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, guys. Love you all. See you in the next video. Goodbye.